Alright, this is a quick update. Well, I tried that dumpling thing with my sword. The guy didn't sell it. I had to figure out there's a camp, one of the camps of the armed soldiers. You find it.
The world's never-ending creation.
Now, let's bring this up real quick.
Craft something for me, would you?
What I was talking about was dumpling. Any food consumed regenerates 100% more vitality. All the other ones, there's not too many for your sword. Cast the sign, adrenaline point is consumed, and your next sword attack is charged with the power of the sign. Possibly. Maximum vitality, of course, if you're not at max, you don't get it. So you take any damage, you're beat. Now this one could possibly be good. Each unblocked blow increases potion duration time by 0.5 seconds. But then again, usually in a fight, based on my experience, I mean, usually I get done with the fights and my potions are still going fine. So that's kind of a... I mean, if you were in a really long fight, yeah, this could be helpful, but... oh, excuse me. For the most part, no. Range of whirl. I suppose if you're using whirl, I don't use those. Fatal blow to 25% of your stamina. I mean, if you do it right and you add in some of the things, you get a quicker stamina regen anyway, so that's... don't need it. Adrenaline points, so what? That one's very good. But again, you only need to put it on one sword. Put it on your steel sword. And then this one, dumpling. Okay. Yep. Whatever. So I figured, hey, let's do it. So I did it. I put it on my sword. This is what it does. Let's get out of here.
Thanks.
Actually restarted the game, so... Now, I'm going to bring it up here, inventory. Now, it's kind of funny because over here, you can see I have water and I have red raw meat. 50 vitality regeneration for 5 seconds of effect duration. When you take that and you put it in your sword, whatever's in here looks like a pierogi. That's a little funny. None of this. This looks like the food. But all that does is it adds. It says 100%, right? So I'm thinking, well, maybe it gives you like 100 vitality regeneration. No. All it does is increase. If you read that, you see where 50 vitality regeneration, 50 vitality generation during combat, 10 seconds effect duration. So for 10 seconds, I'm going to get 50 vitality. What that one does is it adds. It makes, instead of 10, it gives it 20. All right. None of the vitality changes. Adds 20 seconds to the effect. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Anything that one egg, that would be 10 seconds. It just doubles the effect. So, your best bet is like you throw something here that has an 80 vitality regeneration for 10 seconds, and you just eat a couple of them. I mean, for the most part, no, it's worthless. It really is. So basically, with the enchanting, the only thing that I found would be level 1 enchantments. That is your best bet. Level 1 enchantments. Don't waste your money for the level 3, definitely. The only other possibility one, depending on your play style, if you use Yarden and you do the traps, and I'm not talking, I mean, that one is for the specters. That is like the best thing for this. You have, some of them, sometimes you can get away with it, but there are specters out there that if you don't have this, you're done. Now, I don't have it set for the Yarden trap. Now, if you like to use Yarden traps, then I would suggest get the armor one, level 2, that when you place the Yarden trap and it shoots that bolt of electricity out, it'll create this right around your opponent. I mean, that would be... That's a little useful. I found with the spiders, it helps you do that real quick. And it hits them, and then it puts this trap around, and usually it stuns them, and those little suckers don't move. And they are a pain in the butt. All the Axie stuff, well, let me tell you something. When you're in a battle, you come up like a group of bandits. You can do a quick cast, and it stuns them. But if you want to use Puppet, you got to sit here and hold it for one... That's how long you have to hold it. And if they get up close to you and they hit you, wham, it disrupts your spelling. So I'll be honest with you. Axie, I don't like it. Fire, that's an instant one. As soon as they're close, catch them on fire. So, like I said, Ard, I don't really fool around with Ard very much. One of these days I'm going to probably revamp it and then find somebody on a cliff and go for the achievement for knocking them off. That's about the only thing I use Yard for, is blowing things over. Getting indoors. So, yeah, so don't bother with the enhancements. I would definitely not bother going with level 3 and wasting your coin. Unless, you know, like I said, if you got excess of coin, you want to do it, go for it. But level 3, I don't like any of those. I don't like any of those enchantments. Level 2, the only one I would ever do would be for the Yarden, and then just level 1 with the armor and the sword enhancement from the grindstones. That adds to your armor, and it also adds to your attack, silver and steel. So there you go, that's the update.